You did it. You got sober. Your skin cleared up. You're saving money. People around you are proud. And you are bored out of your mind. Everything feels flat, gray, like someone turned the color saturation on your life down to about 40%. And there's this quiet, panicked voice in the back of your head asking, is this it? Here's what nobody tells you: that boredom isn't a sign that sobriety isn't working. It's a sign that it is. When you're still in it, still drinking, still using, you imagine sobriety on the other side as this bright, clean, cinematic thing. Sunrises, deep conversations, a kind of peace you haven't felt in years. And those moments do happen, but they're islands. Between them is just Tuesday, a lot of Tuesdays. The real battle isn't just getting clean. It's learning how to exist inside a life that no longer swings between chaos and relief. And for a brain that's been running on that swing for years, maybe decades, the flat line feels like something's wrong. Here's what you need to hear: that it's not your fault. Alcohol and most substances flood your brain with dopamine. Not a little, not a normal amount. We're talking 2 to 10 times the natural baseline. Your brain adapts to that flood by turning down its own production. It's not broken. It's doing exactly what biology designed it to do: maintain equilibrium. When you remove the substance, you don't just go back to normal. You go below normal, way below. Your brain's dopamine machinery, the thing that makes a sunset feel good, that makes a conversation with a friend feel worth having, that makes a Tuesday feel like anything at all, is offline. This has a name: anhedonia, the inability to feel pleasure. It's one of the most common and least discussed feature of post-acute withdrawal. And it doesn't resolve in a week or a month. Studies show it can persist for 6 to 18 months, depending on the substance and the duration of use. So if you're 90 days in and wondering why nothing feels good, you're not failing. You're on schedule. But here's where it gets interesting. And this is the part that might change how you see your entire recovery. That boredom isn't a problem to solve. It's a signal your brain is sending you. It's saying, I'm recalibrating. I'm learning how to manufacture my own dopamine again without a chemical sledgehammer. Think of it like physical therapy. When you're rebuilding a muscle after an injury, the process is boring, repetitive, painful in a dull, unglamorous way. Nobody posts highlight reels of their third month of their rotator cuff rehab. But that's where the healing actually happens. In the unphotographed, uncelebrated, deeply unsexy middle. What you're experiencing isn't that sobriety is boring. What you're experiencing is that your old life taught your brain to mistake chaos for excitement and relief for happiness. You're not missing joy. You're missing the volume being turned up to an unsustainable level. And that flatness you feel right now, that's not emptiness. That's a nervous system learning to produce its own signal again from scratch. So, what do you actually do with this? Because understanding the science doesn't make a Tuesday at 3 p.m. feel any less endless. First, stop trying to feel better. That sounds backwards, but chasing a feeling in early recovery is what got most of us into trouble in the first place. Instead, do things that historically make humans feel something. Not in hours, but in months. Exercise, not for the runner's high that might come with it. Do it because it upregulates dopamine receptors over time. Cold exposure, social connection, even when you don't feel like it. Sleep, nutrition. These aren't life hacks. They're the biological scaffolding your brain needs to rebuild. Second, name it. When the flat, gray feeling shows up, say it out loud or write it down. This is anhedonia. This is my brain healing. This is not permanent. Giving it a name takes it from something is wrong with my life to something predictable is happening in my recovery. That shift alone changes whether you run toward a drink or toward your journal. This struggle isn't a personal failure. It's a shared experience that almost nobody talks about in meetings because it doesn't fit on a chip. But it's the thing that takes more people out than cravings ever will. If you can sit in this boredom, not fight it, not run from it, just sit in it, something changes. Slowly, incrementally, one Tuesday at a time. Your brain finds its way back to a baseline that doesn't require chaos to feel alive. And the emotions that come back aren't the cheap chemical ones. They're yours, earned, stable. You don't get to skip this part. Nobody does. But you do get to survive it. And on the other side is a life that doesn't feel like white knuckling through an endless gray hallway. It feels like a life. That's the part that doesn't fit on a sobriety coin. But it's the part that keeps you sober. Don't just wait for the boredom to pass. Let it teach you what it's trying to teach you. Because on the other side of it, there's something quieter than chaos. And it might be better than anything you've ever felt.